Fiduciary is an important word that comes up in financial planning. I spoke with National Retirement Practice Leader Matthew Eichmann from Qualified Plan Advisors to learn more on what that means and to find out about an important event coming up. What does the term fiduciary mean?
When we think about an organization's retirement plan, the fiduciaries are the people who are charged with the responsibility of watching over that plan, of making sure that it's run correctly and in the best interest of all the employees who are working for that organization. Federal courts have told us that a fiduciary duty is the highest duty known to law. So for anybody out there who's in a 401k plan, for example, that should give you some peace of mind knowing that those people in HR and benefits and finance who are watching over your organization's retirement plans are doing so under that highest duty known to law.
You also have an annual event that's coming up and it builds upon that. So what can you tell us about its history?
This year will be the 13th annual Qualified Plan Fiduciary Summit, and it started 12 years ago with the notion that, these fiduciaries have, on the one hand, such a tremendous responsibility, and that burden can be very heavy. But at the same time, think about the responsibility that they have to explore opportunity. Think about the number of futures and retirements and families that are impacted by fiduciaries doing a good job. Well, how can they do that without adequate education? So the idea around this Qualified Plan Fiduciary Summit is to bring together folks who are working closely with retirement plans and just give them an opportunity to learn, create that type of environment where it's interactive and it's practical. It's not a big sales pitch for products, et cetera, but instead it's an educational environment. And that's really the way that it's run for now, going on 13 years this year.
And who are the ideal audience members for this summit?
Anyone within an organization who works closely with the retirement plan. Now, what does that mean more broadly? Well, it could be the folks who are really working with it on a day-to-day basis, people who work with retirement plan administration. So that could be someone in HR or benefits or payroll. It also could be somebody within finance, a CFO, a controller, anybody else working within that channel of the organization. And then finally, and this is a really important one, it might be a business owner who's just really, really busy running and owning and growing a business, but realizes that the futures of all of those employees may be dependent upon their ability to have saved well. And you might have a business owner who says, if I could very easily and very efficiently learn more about the benefit programs for our company, maybe this is an event for me as well.
Are there any emerging issues that cause this year's event to be particularly important and timely?
We've learned a lot through the COVID-19 pandemic about what employees need. We thought we knew what they needed before, but we really saw it when unemployment spiked and people had trouble sleeping because they were worried about whether to be able to keep their jobs. And all of a sudden, the focus became on the short term. And so therefore, it became harder and harder to think out ahead. Well, hopefully for many of us, as we move through 2020, as we finally got into 2021, we're starting to think more about the short term, the midterm, and the long term. And so the emerging issue that we think of is employees broadly need more wellness. They need to be more financially well.
Well, the 13th Annual Qualified Plan Fiduciary Summit takes place April 21st from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. The Educational Summit is a virtual event. For more information on how to attend, go online to qualifiedplanadvisors.com or call 913-491-6226.